I'm Greg. I am a product manager. I give Google Meet a 3 out of 5. And for more reviews like this, go ahead and click below. Yeah, so before using Google Meet, I use a combination of FaceTime and Zoom. I actually really like Zoom. I think it's the best of the platforms, but I sort of transitioned away from paying for the pro tier, and Google Meet kind of provided that good free option. And while FaceTime was great for working with people that had iPhones and other Apple devices, it's not as easy to use if you're not on one of those platforms. Yeah, so I use Google Meet for a variety of reasons. To be honest, I sort of live on Google Calendar. It's how I schedule a lot of my time. And Google Meet integrates just quite handily right into it. I can schedule an invite with any number of people, and it'll automatically add that conferencing in. And so I find that getting people into the meeting is perhaps easiest on Google Meet or Zoom. And in this particular case, as I said, having transitioned away from Zoom, this was a perfect option for me. Yeah, so integrating Google Meet is really quite simple. I think, to be honest, it's you can customize with a variety of ways, especially if you're like a paying G Suite customer, which is helpful. It's a good option. For those of us on the free tier, I think it's pretty easy, right? Like I said, it automatically integrates with Google Calendar. You can be logged into a Google account to use it, but my understanding is it supports guest mode, and I think that makes it pretty easy for everyone involved to kind of start using it. If you want, you can integrate third-party tools or things like Google Docs that are, I suppose, additive to the video call experience. But I'll be honest, I find for the most part, I just use it for calls, and it works pretty well for that. Yeah, so if you're thinking about using Google Meet, I'd consider a few things. One, if does it make sense to use Google Meet or Zoom? I really do think Zoom provides a better experience. I find the video calling to be a bit better, but if you don't want to pay for it, then I think Google Meet can provide that great hour-long free video call that will sort of get it'll get you 80 to 90% of the way there, right? Like, it's a good experience. The only other thing I think I'd mention is that a lot of Google Meets, at least for me, I run all of them via Chrome, and so if you're not a Chrome user, you might see some difficulty, but to be honest, like Safari and Firefox, I have not had difficulty on those, so a few things to keep in mind. But yeah, if those work out for you, then you should be good on your way. So.